people, give me one moment. I just need to make sure Twitch is doing what it's supposed to. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-da-da. Hey, what do you know? It actually is. Sweet. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Perfecto. And then we're just gonna advertise that we are actually live, so that way we can actually, you know, get people here. And voila. And perfecto. Hey, okay. Hello, everybody, and it's a late night stream this time, I know. Surprising, surprising. So, we here are today for a new game called The Park. I don't actually know if it's new. I read that this was made in like 2018 or something like that. At least the legal notices are from 2018. Anyways, I'm here tonight because I got off of work, it's dark, there's a spooky game, I figured why not. So, new game. Are you sure you want to start a new game? I've literally never played this game before, so okay. For maximum spooky effect. Oh. The park is a narrative experience, best played in the dark room wearing headphones. It deals with subject matters that may be disturbing to some... Wait, I'm disturbing? This game saves automatically at certain points. Okay. Right, so, fun fact, it said, best played in the dark wearing headphones. I'm doing both of those things.
My heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
Ooh.
Where's Mr. Bear?
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum.
Shoot.
Stay in the car. I'll go and ask information.
Right, so, first thing. Subtitles. Enable. Apply. There we go. Why? Because we need to... Anyways. This promises to be a spooky game. So, I figured why not.
Attention patrons, the park is now closed.
Ooh.
Please make your way to the car park at your earliest convenience. Employees, prepare the park for shutdown.
No. Press X to interact. Ooh. Ooh.
Callum was born the day this place opened. This is his favorite place in the world.
Convenient. Tribute to the untamed heart of Solomon Island and the people who used their talents to bring the dream of Nathaniel Winter to life. May this park be a place where the joy and laughter are gathered and used to infect all those who follow after. Dedicated this first day of May 1977, James B. Longley. Wait, if the child was born on the day, so the child's birthday is May 1st. She said the day the park opened, so I can only assume this is... damn it. I don't know how old the child is, so I'm putting this somewhere in the 80s. Excuse me. Hello. Oh, person. Ooh, cutscene.
What?
Oh shit, were we drugged?
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine.
Ooh.
Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time.
Hey?
Take a deep breath. Think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop! I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
Didn't we tell the child to stay in the car?
Callum, where are you going?
Over here!
Read flyer. Chad the Chipmunk. Best name ever for a chipmunk. That's all I gotta say. Welcome to Atlantic Island Park. When I first came to visit Solomon Island, I fell deeply in love with its natural beauty. It's a scenic place, and I created many of my best memories here. I wanted to create a place that captures the essence of Solomon Island, a place where families would bring their children to create memories of their own. I invite you to explore this park that we have created, from the Ferris wheel, which rivals the local lighthouse for the best views of the area, to the sideshow alley, where we have many fascinating games and objects from the local area to explore. Enjoy. Nathaniel Winter. Middle page. Chad the Chipmunk recommends. For the little ones, try the Tunnel of Tales for a gentle family-friendly retelling of timeless fairy tales. If that sounds a little too slow, grab an adult and jump on the bumper cars. Full throttle fun for everybody. For teens, pump up your adrenaline by going through a spin cycle on the Octotron, and defy the laws of gravity on our award-winning roller coaster. Finish it all up in the House of Horror, but be warned, it might scare the fun out of you. Good. If I'm paying for a haunted house, I better be scared shitless. For the big ones, take a romantic spin on the Ferris wheel with your significant other and take in the natural beauty of Solomon Island. Follow it up with a stroll through exotic sights and wild games of the sideshow alley. There's truly something fun for everybody at Atlantic Island Park, and truly I've been adding in words on my own. Sounds about right. Right page. Once you've left Atlantic Island Park, there's still so much more to do here on Solomon Island. Presented this brochure to our local business partners to save big... what? That's $7 signs. Places to eat. Sushi Deli. Whether a light snack or something more substantial, the Sunshine Deli can find a way to satisfy your craving. I'm not reading that phone number. Susie's Diner. Laid back dining in the... Okay, this is just advertisements.
Wait for Mommy, Callum!
Over here!
Up? Child, why are you going up?
There's something special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world and the world of whimsy within. On this side, the apathy of our everyday lives. And on the other, anything we might dare to dream. It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Attention employees, the park is
Okay,
now
this is all
closed.
good and fun now, but
Stay
again,
home.
the park is closing.
Callum, I told you to wait in the car.
This way, Mommy!
Wait up there for
What
Mommy, Callum.
I am sorry, what is happening? Were we drugged? Is reading things drugging us? Holy shit, it turned night.
Oh God. The park. What happened here?
Well, are you telling me that's not always full of litter and creepy and fog and shit? Why do I need to run? Why are you telling me that I need to run? Oh shit, it's telling me I need to run. What am I running from? Also, if the park is closed, why is the Ferris wheel still going?
Wait, Callum!
Callum? Child?
Stop, Callum!
Child? Oh, the child's dead, isn't he? Ah, shit.
It's easy to get lost here.
Ferris wheel, Octotron. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 7 things? Wait. Yeah, no, there's only 7 things. What kind of amusement park is only 7 things?
You can't catch me.
Child. Child. Let me run. Child.
Callum! Callum?
Man, this child is so grounded when I get in. Oh, that doesn't look good. That child is so grounded when I get.
Come back.
What? Why are the lights still? Why are there even lights on? Shoe.
I think this belongs to Callum.
Let's see. He doesn't have his name written on it. Lame. Chad, do you know where my
Chad the
child is?
chipmunk, huh?
I need to beat the
Just a
child.
drunk guy in a suit.
Not really. Chad the Chipmunk can be seen in daily ice sculpting shows in the following locations: Sideshow Alley, Octagon. Why are there 3 places with ice sculpting shows? That's weird. Chad the. My apologies. It's 12:30 at night. Well, no what? That's kind of why I'm doing this stream in the first place, because it's late at night. Dark, spooky times. Chad the Chipmunk, worst in class. Chad can't even seem to pass. Chad gets angry and likes to fight. Chad is beaten every night. Chad will have a dead-end job. Chad. Oh. I don't think that's very nice.
Mommy needs to see you, Callum.
Catch me, Mommy.
Where the hell are you, child? This child is so grounded when I get him.
Callum, tell Mommy where you are.
Come on, Mommy.
Are you
Callum,
down?
stay where you are.
Question:
Callum,
where the hell is the
where
child?
are you?
Come on, Mommy.
Where is the child? Shit. I'll assume down this way then.
Mommy needs to see you, Callum.
Alright. Anyways, the reason why I chose to stream this as well is because it promises 1 to 2 hours of content. So I figured, for $5, who can go wrong?
Callum! Another accident. This place.
I'm sorry. What now? Despite the constant interruptions to work, Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. The government is booked to cut the ribbon, so only the real question is whether we will have any customers. I'm not truly worried. The customers will come out simply curiosity. I deduced what was needed from the band writings of Archer Hendrickson. Is astonishing to think that a resonance of positive emotion can be used to fuel such a process. Henderson himself chose to use negative. That caused some taint that still lingers in this place. I will not make his mistakes. Very soon I will know if this has all been for nothing. Is this the stupid bear? Why is the bear covered in blood and has a knife embedded in his eye? Mr. Barrington? Barrington?
Callum! Where did you go?
Over here.
Is he by the water?
Wait, Callum!
Catch me, Mommy.
Where is he? I assume this way? I'll assume this way because this is the direction that the car's pointing.
Don't hide from me, Callum!
This way.
Excusez-moi. Oh, we can venture off the path. Not very much, okay.
Callum? Where'd you go?
Come on, Mommy.
Octotron?
Stop, Callum!
This way, Mommy.
Trash.
Where are you?
Over here.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy.
Huh.
The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
I'm sorry, what now? Eyewitness report, Atlanta. Special off-duty witness name, Creed Norma. We were waiting for our turn on the ride. Frank, me and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is still making ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been a bit weary of those suits. They gave me the creeps. It's something I know. Anyways, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking away at the ice, and at first we thought he was making some animal, like a tiger or a lion. But as more and more of the ice fell away, when you first looked, it was like a human face, smiling out of that block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw that there was something not quite right about proportions, something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster, like you were the prey, and that thing in the ice was a hunter. But then these teenagers walked up, and one of them made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in chipmunk suit, and then, well, he went berserk. For a few moments it was chaos. Everybody was running away from the guy who had one of the teenagers on the ground, and he was stabbing with the ice pick, and blood was spraying, and people were screaming, and Frank and I had the kids, and we were dragging them away as fast as we could. The last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was that the eyeball of one of those poor kids and landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. Sweet. That's always fun. That's always fun, friend. That. Okay.
Where are you? Callum?
Come on, this way.
This way?
I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
Over here.
Where are you?
Two things.
Over here.
I can't get on while it's moving.
Oh. Stop it. Stop. Sweet. Right on them wild octopus. Oh boy. I'm sorry, what? Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, what now? Oh, jeez, this was a terrible life choice. No? No, we live. We live to see another day. Alright, what the hell was... Alright. What the hell was that, by the way? First, main and only question, what the hell was that thing that we saw?
Callum, stay where you are.
Come on, Mommy.
Polaroid.
I remember this.
Man, we just look dashing. Dashing and totally not like some puppet.
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought.
And that thought was...
Hello?
This way, Mommy.
Come out, sweetie.
Catch me, Mommy.
What's in there? No, I'm good. No. I knew I saw something in there.
Callum?
Over here.
You know what? I'm just gonna go this way. If my child's in there, then he can stay in there.
Wait, Callum.
This way.
Come to mommy, Callum.
Over here.
Where did you go?
Over here.
Come out, sweetie.
Come on, Mommy.
Constant crashes and 80s music. I guess it floats someone's boat.
Huh. Can I ride
Wait
the
for
bumper cars?
mommy.
Come on, this way.
Please tell me I can
Hello?
ride the bumper cars.
Catch me, Mommy.
I want to ride a bumper car.
Stop! Callum!
This way, Mommy.
Come back, Callum.
Bumper car. Bumper
Come
car.
back.
Bumper car.
Come on, Mommy.
Accident. Aw, lame. Huh? What? Why are we standing here? Why are we standing here? Why are we... Excuse me? Excuse me? If you're gonna threaten to if you're gonna threaten to run me over with a bumper car, at least have the balls to do it. Also, I have a feeling that's the way to go. I want to read this report. No, no,
Mommy is coming, Callum.
lame. All right, I guess we go this way then. Do I have to fight a,
It's a matter of public record that I am a failure as a mother.
I'm sorry, what?
Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was.
Huh.
When I came back, the sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment. He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help.
Wait.
Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead my mouth said, yes, Sheriff. Callum, where did you go?
So, main question from all that. Since when is it illegal to have a asleep child in the car while you're running an errand? Well, it really depends on the nature of the errand. Like, is it like just a quick run and grab like milk sort of thing, or is it like, yes, sit down and have some tea for half an hour? Because the milk one, yeah, no, that's not illegal. Right? You can leave an asleep child in the car for like 2 minutes to go grab something. That's not bad. My grandfather used to do that all the time.
Where are you, Callum?
He would bring me with his paper. Yeah, he would bring me with him on his paper route all the time, and I would always fall asleep during that, and no biggie.
Where are you, Callum? Callum, where did you go?
Crying child, are you also here? Crying child, are you also mine? I don't know.
Don't be afraid.
So far, this game has been
Stay where you are.
interesting.
Mommy is coming, Callum.
Keep in mind, I have no idea what this is about except the fact that it just takes place in a park.
Callum, tell Mommy where you are.
Can I actually read this one? Yes! Continually delayed by the incompetence of the builders. Problem is that they are locals, and so they believe a lot of rumors about what old man Henderson used to do here. They grew up on those tales. My apologies for yawning so much, and it's late. Every time a bolt comes loose or a wrench goes missing, those fools are crossing themselves against black magic. Of course, that is why I chose this site over all other potentials. Solomon Island is the nexus for dark energies, and thought all of that power just dissipating beneath the earth here. It makes my skin crawl. Excuse you, good sir. It is never a good thing to dabble in that sort of shit. And you built a theme park here. What kind of crazy mad lads would do that? Actually, I just answered my own question. These idiots. Called in a few favors back in Brooklyn and got some of the local academy to see if they had any interesting books about local history. Turns out they do, and turns out the old man Hendrickson had some pretty strong connections to the Brooklyn crowd. Perhaps something he wrote will help me find the piece of the plans that I'm missing. Okay.
Callum? Callum!
Ah, sweet, I can ride the Ferris wheel. Let me get in all this. I always loved the Ferris wheel.
Stay where you are.
There we go. Ferris wheel! Woo! Alright, Ferris wheel. It looks like these seats do not look too hygienic, if you ask me. My apologies.
People come into your life for a reason.
Huh.
Dad used to say that before Mom ran off. After that, he mostly just drank. Things were different for Don and I. When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home. I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually kissed. It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale.
You know, trying to not
Can't
grope
tell
you
you if
is
Callum was
some
made
pretty
that
low
night or
standards.
one of the ones that followed.
Not gonna lie.
But I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Dawn and I moved in together, but then, well, he died. According to the supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Dawn was there one moment, and then gone. Sometimes people leave your life for no reason. I was 3 months pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over.
So on one hand, that's depressing. On the other hand, again, can't help but feel that not copping a feel when he comes in for coffee is some pretty low standards. Like, come on, girl. You're better than that. You are a queen. You deserve respect. You deserve respect. Maybe that top hat gentleman that keeps appearing. He seems like a pretty good fellow. Definitely not creepy. Okay, probably creepy.
Mommy is coming, Callum! Callum, where did you go? Callum, where did you go? Mommy is coming, Callum.
Is there something in here?
Callum! Tell Mommy where you are!
No, I've already done that.
Stay where you are!
This way.
Callum? Callum!
I assume I go this way because I came from the other way.
Where are you? Callum! Don't be afraid.
Ooh, thing. Okay. So far, this place is pretty shit.
Please, Callum, tell me where you are!
Don't what?
Callum!
He's watching you? Excuse you?
Mommy is coming, Callum! A lot of people idolize their children.
He's what?
You hear them talking about their kids and just the way they talk, their fucking voices make me want to vomit. My angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people! You give up 9 months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave. Wiping asses, mopping up piss, feeding them. Little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until... we all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything. Everything. It'd serve the little fuck right if I just abandoned him.
I'm pretty sure that is a highly toxic mindset. I'm just saying. That's a pretty toxic...
Where are you, Callum?
Don't touch it.
What? Yeah, no, I don't think that is a healthy mindset for anyone to have, ever.
Where are you, Callum?
Don't do it, Mommy.
Don't do what?
Stay where you are.
He's coming, Mommy.
Who's coming?
Callum, where did you go?
Mommy, he's watching you.
Mommy
Excuse
is
you?
coming, Callum.
He's watching you.
Excuse you?
Don't be afraid.
Don't touch
Mommy is coming, Callum!
I don't like these responses from the child.
Callum!
What's in
I
here?
always wanted to ride this one. Never got around to do it before. Callum! Tell Mommy where you are!
Saving. Oh boy.
Stay where you are!
You know what? Why not ride the roller coaster? Where are we go? Oh, hello, good sir
What do you
again.
want?
We need to talk about Callum.
What do
Okay.
you mean? What have you done to him?
That's insulting. You and your boy are everything that this place doesn't want. The antithesis of what we stand for.
Where is Callum?
Poor child. He tried so hard to do what he was taught. He even left you a trail of breadcrumbs. But the park is just so hungry.
Tell me where my son is.
The witch has him now. Has both of you. No happy ending here, I'm afraid.
Just leave me alone.
Fool. You always were.
Oh jeez. Yeah, now can I have the kid back? Yeah, no, can I just, honestly, I'd even just take the bear at this point and leave. I would honestly just take the bear at this point and leave. What? What? That goes too fast, I literally can't read it. Not safe? Something? Oh, we just, okay. That was a thing. That was a thing.
Callum, where are you?
Read page. It works! The calculations and adjustments work! The transportation storage mechanism seems to be flawless! What a wonderful day! If only those people knew what they were feeling. And so what if a few people leave the park at the end of the day feeling dour? So what if the children are more scared than excited on the roller coaster? This could be the doorway to immortality, and such doorways... What? I'm sorry, doorway to immortality. What kind of park is this? Well, clearly one built on
I can help you, Callum.
What? Why are we trying to bargain with Callum? We just want the kid to leave.
Callum? Callum!
What? Flashlight?
The witch awaits.
What?
Come back!
Keep them away from me.
Child?
This isn't a game, Callum!
Don't let the witch
Callum
put me
has
in the
bruises on his
oven.
arms, finger marks. Someone has been hurting him. I've asked him, demanded really, to know where he got the marks.
Huh.
But he doesn't want to answer me. Something has scared him into silence. He doesn't dare talk. He's been changing too. Something sinister lurks in the darkness behind his eyes. I catch him staring at me at odd moments. In the night, he tosses and turns and cries out words that I cannot understand. When I try to soothe him, he snaps and bites at my fingers. I think he wants to talk to me. I think he wants to tell me. But they are watching him every minute of every day. They are whispering to him in his sleep, changing him. They are taking my baby away from me. I can save him. There will be pain, but I love him, and in the end, he will understand why.
Right, so call a priest.
I'm not playing anymore, Callum!
Mommy, I'm scared.
What's this up here? I'm curious. I can't go up there. Lame. Welcome to the stream. We're currently playing some sort of horror roller coaster game where we have to find our child, and there's some sort of witch. I don't know. There's some sort of boogeyman with a top hat.
I can help you, Callum.
I don't know what to make of it so far. All I know is child needs help.
The whole town was shocked by that one. Never found out who did it.
Hello there, Zach. Yeah, we're playing the short horror game, The Park. It's something so far. Yesterday evening, visitors to Atlantic Island Park were shocked and horrified by the discovery of a dismembered corpse behind the cotton candy stand. I'm sorry, dismembered corpse. That's but that's not good. It's scary. I heard. So far it's been so-so. It's been a bit scary, but so far it's been kind of weird. According to the local authorities, the corpse has yet to be identified. However, they have confirmed that the remains appear to be those of a corpse was discovered by a group of teenagers from Innsmouth Academy who noticed a pair of ravens tugging at something just out of sight behind the shack. Nathaniel Winter, the owner of Atlantic Island Park, has released the following statement. Is it true tragedy when something list this occurs? Something list this. What? I think that's a spelling error. Especially in a place that was designed to bring forth happiness and joy. Staff of Atlantic Island Park offer their condolences to the family and friends of the victim and cooperate fully with authorities to help bring this case to rest. The Solomon Chronicle will provide daily updates on this story going forward. Main question. How did the people at the Cotton Candy Shack not notice that there was a dead body? Main question.
What are you scared of?
Come back!
All the breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs?
Callum? Callum! This isn't a game, Callum!
I have a feeling this will lead me all to the horror house. Oh. Breadcrumb. Oh. Oh, breadcrumb. Oh. Oh.
Poor bastard. Who did this to him?
Hello there. There's someone behind me. I guarantee it. Even though I was expecting it! Even though I was expecting it, I did not expect it to be a giant squirrel. I did not expect it to be a giant squirrel.
I can help you, Callum.
Don't let the witch put me in the oven.
Wait, witch in the oven? Is this Hansel and Gretel?
Where are you?
Is this suddenly Hansel and Gretel? That is true. That is true. It was in the game cover.
Come back!
Is that it up back here? That it? That's probably it. I assume I might go this way then?
Callum? Callum!
Oh, this is the way I came. Okay. That's locked.
I'm not playing anymore, Callum!
What are you scared of?
Callum? Callum!
Take pills. Am I sure that I need to, am I positive that I should take pills that I find in a random amusement park?
These are mine.
Oh hey, I have a tattoo. Neat. Oh dear. Not safe to leak your mother. What? Ooh. Oh. 1980s. I see. This is lovely. This is lovely. This is why you This is why you don't take. Good sir. Turn around. This way. Interesting.
Don't touch me.
Where, what? Teddy bear? Future times. Belly button is the signature of your personal creator. I believe her name was Mama. Every 17th child is a magnet for sinfulness, made omniscient by broken fires in the coastal stream. We don't believe that the earth belongs to the battered goats and shamrock afterbirth. Only the true naked wrens and righteous indignation are severed by war-crossed cleavages in trust. Exercise arrhythmia. Beaumont will come to the island bearing the talisman, and he will shatter the seals that bind the orthodox of corruption. Only then will priests shout, sluts reveal, housewives pontificate, and delayed messiahs make axles for the rescue of Tango and Crash. Who are Tango and Crash? Sweet the temperatures who grip the shaft, twist the shaft, absconding with the third age fire into the fourth age darkness, while the gods lie writhing on the shattered face of the earth. Gaia has sweetness and grace, but her days are numbered in heavy-fisted hives. I just realized the clown in the background. I don't like that. Break before frozen wills and calligraphic actresses in pencil and paper. I'm not saying that word. The All-Seeing Eye will provide decade-long updates on the story going forward. Okay. I don't like these. Pickled punks. Okay, we go this way then. Okay, there's cuts.
No.
Okay, we're dead. What a strange trip it's been. Yeah, no, I would call this strange, certainly.
Callum, where are you? The park is a collage of contradictions all of its own.
Huh?
Millions of people die every year in car crashes. And the park has little cars designed specifically to simulate that action.
No.
Hear the children scream with joy. In the sideshow alley, you can walk away with 15 cents worth of mass-produced Chinese teddy bears, while a grinning carny pockets your hard-earned $5. What secrets lie beneath the sullen waters of the lake? The tears of jilted lovers, the soiled condoms of illicit affairs, the clotted blood of the lonely suicide. And the face of the witch looms over it all. I've always despised her toothy grin and warty nose. I hate that sparkle in her weathered, watchful eyes. I think Callum is waiting for me. Inside.
Right, so I think this lady has gone off her bonkers. Right? Like, just leave the child. Go off on a whimsical adventure of your own and have another. At this point, why do you still search?
Follow the breadcrumbs.
The breadcrumbs lead me to the haunted house and I don't want to go in there.
This isn't a game, Callum!
Don't let the witch put me in the oven.
What if I want... You know what? I want to see if I can leave. I'm just gonna... No. All the clues are leading me towards the haunted house. No. I want to leave. Let me leave. Damn it. Wait. Damn it. Wait. Double... No, wait. Triple damn it. Right, well, we gotta go then. Into the haunted house. Boy. Onwards! I don't like the look of that. At all. I really don't.
Come back!
Oh. Loading. None of the other attractions needed this. None of the other ones needed this. Oh. Hello, Top Hat Man. Oh, no, I played Tricks of the Mind? Okay, Tricks of the Mind. Tricks of the Mind. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Done. Atlantic Island Park has closed its gates. A jeering throng of townfolk gathered as we hung the heavy iron padlock on the gates. Small-minded fools scared of what they don't understand. My machines lie silent and dejected, but I am not beaten. I have sent my wife and son back to Boston. I have retired here to the House of Horrors. I must think. Oh. I don't like that. I liked it. Wait, you're the Top Hat Man. So that's what you were supposed... Okay. Okay. So far, not scary. Ah, what do you know? There's us. What the hell is that supposed to be? Gunmen? Okay. I don't... Oh. Okay. Oh. I don't like you. So far, this isn't exactly the best of haunted houses. Hatman! Hatman! Old buddy, old pal, Hatman. Us. Do. I guess we go over here. This way. I don't like this flashlight. It's so crappy. Is this anything? Anything? No? Okay. Oh. Just a werewolf. Where are we going? I do not know. Where am I going? I don't have any rhymes. Zombie. On one hand, this is generating absolutely great tension, and I love it because I'm fully expecting something, but nothing's happened yet. On the other hand, this is supposed to be a haunted house.
Show yourself. Give it to me.
Huh.
What have you done with him?
Ooh, a basement.
Don't leave me.
Give me the child. What's this? Nightmare Circus. Circus burns to the ground on opening night, killing dozens. The owner is put to death by an enraged mob of townsfolk. Just as he shouts out a curse, now a raven, a dark-souled wanderer, comes to the ruins at dusk in search of his missing mother. Let the show begin. Okay.
Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
Eh.
After they let me out, they gave me Callum back and sent me home with a handful of breadcrumbs. Home, bittersweet home. I barely recognized it. Where there had been color and light, there were shadows and regrets. Where there had been warmth, there was a bone-deep coldness that never went away. I tried my hardest to keep the ghosts at bay. Don, watching from the dusty corners while I tried to teach his son to read.
Just go home late, right?
Father, coldly assessing me and finding me lacking.
And I have to say, what the hell is with this monologue?
Did the things that they told me.
Come on, she has such a depressing view on life.
Than the last. I'm in the woods now, lost and afraid. Things never got any better.
Disconnect notice. After multiple attempts to collect payment, we regret to inform you that your service has been disconnected or will be disconnected shortly. Please do read the following. Make a payment list on your last bill. Contact us at blah blah blah, and we can arrange a payment plan so that you can immediately be reconnected. If you believe that this is an error, call us to discuss your options. If you're unavailable to make payment, please contact your local welfare office to discuss a placement for you and your loved ones. Winter in Maine is cold and brutal. Don't face it without electricity. Huh. Okay. Telling us right? Right? But it doesn't even make me feel bad for her. It's just, why? Random bouts of blah 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 depressing backstory here and blah blah blah. On April 16th, 1946, a group of covered wagons began the 2,500-mile journey to California. Just 8 months later, they found themselves stranded in Sierra Nevada mountains with very little to bite or sup. Okay. It would become one of the greatest tragedies of westward migration that the world had ever seen. Now, our panel of Donner experts have uncovered compelling evidence that the families were forced to resort to cannibalism in order to survive that terrible winter. Yeah, no, that sounds about right. This never before seen pardon me, In this never-before-seen expose, you read about how the Donner children were forced to eat their brothers and sisters in order to survive, all here in the pages of this shocking true story. Interesting. The wilting. Susan Akambi Smith replaces one of the most important science fiction writers of this generation. Solar flare has struck the Earth. Millions of people are uprooted from their homes. A young meteorologist searches desperately for a way to stop the global overheating. An exotic dancer named Chance O'Hara is the key to saving the world. Exotic dancer? That's interesting.
Please, make me see.
Interesting choice of hero, bud, but okay. Shopping list. Milk, cheese, bread, butter, corn, potatoes, apples, fish sticks. Remember, drop off Callum. Drop off Callum, electricity bill, fixed faucet. Eesh. How sad is it when how sad is it when your grocery list also includes a reminder to pay the literal electricity? It's a wrench. Was there a reason why I was turned around? Let's see, I see the apples, I see potatoes, I see wine, I see water, and I see chicken. But I don't see any corn. No wonder why we need a shopping list. We couldn't even remember corn. Huh. Is that chicken? Right? That chicken looked... That chicken... It was even uncovered, too, in the fridge. That's just bacteria waiting to happen. Miss Malliard, as we agreed in our meeting today, we consider you fully recovered from your illness. This letter is an official notification that you are considered sound of mind and body and may return to work at any time. Please note that you should discontinue any medication that you have been using and dispose of any remaining medicines. If you feel at any time that you are suffering a relapse, then please make contact with your local physician immediately. We wish you continued good health. Alright, so we were in the nut house. Gotcha.
Who was that?
I guess we go this way. So many notices. Damn. Our inquiry into the state of Mr. Donald Williams has been completed. We regret to inform you that the primary beneficiaries of his estate, including the life insurance settlement for accidental death, were listed as Rose Williams and Richard Williams of New York State, the deceased's parents. Our agencies made contact with Mr. and Mrs. Williams and explained your situation, especially as regards to the birth of Donald's son, Callum. Fortunately, they were not receptive to our overtures, and they specified that without any legal proof of biological relationship, they consider you ineligible to receive any of the monetaries from Donald's estate. They've asked that we no longer contact them regarding this matter. I understand that this may be a negative impact on your current financial situation. Wow. Alright, so our parent-in-laws were complete jackasses. I see. The bastards. Oh, we have a basement. Oh, how lovely. Nothing. Nothing? Awesome. Oh, is this one of these rooms where things change every time? So that's the same. Crazy pills. Can we take crazy pills? No? Lame. Whatever. Lorraine, things aren't right between us at the moment. I know I want to try explain it. I think it's because I'm so far from home and I am working so hard. Every day working at the park it gets worse, like a spring inside my mind, winding tighter and tighter and tighter. When we go for drinks after work, I get a little better. The guys relax and we laugh and we're good people again. I don't want to come home to you without being in my right mind, but when this job is done, we need to get out of this place. We need to go back to the city where I don't feel like this is it anymore. I love you, Donald. P.S. I was thinking about names for the boys and girls. I like Callum for boy and Emma if it's a girl. So that's where we got. Okay. So apparently the husband's last will and testimony was the fact that he wanted his son's name to be Callum. Oh dear. We don't even get an option to that. Crazy pill? No. Milk, cheese, bread, butter, corn, potatoes, apples, fish sticks. Zolift prescription. Take the pills. Follow up with or Spencer. Something babysitter Callum. Oh, organized babysitter for Callum. Okay. There's no wrench. We solved the mystery. Ah, sweet, we can drink. That's I don't think that's edible anymore. I really don't think that's edible chicken anymore.
One little duck
Alone.
went out one day over the hills and
I didn't run away, Dad took me. Okay. I received your letter and I'm quite surprised. You ran off with your father of all those years ago, then disappeared off the edge of the map, and then when I finally tracked you down, refused to answer any of my letters, and now you write to me asking for help. I have another family now and another life. Your father was a horrible man and I regret the years that I wasted with him. I loved you, I truly did, but every year you grew more and more like him. You were his girl, never really mine. Still, I would have fought for custody if you hadn't run away with him. Broke my heart, but I need to go on living. I can't get you back in my life without picking open old wounds. I'm sorry, Lorraine, but I just can't do it. Maybe one day it'll be easier and I can meet Callum, but not yet. I'm not ready to forgive you. Please don't contact me again. Karen. Right, so we were kidnapped and our mother thought that we went with our father, but turns out we were... Right, so turns out we were kidnapped and our mother thought that we ran away with the dad. Man, our parents just sound horrible. Both in-laws and biological ones. Okay, we've already read this one. There's a lot of reading in this game. One of these days, these other doors are going to be unlocked. Why did I hiccup? Oh, that's a lot of pills. Oh, there's a lot of pills. And wine. Oh, I don't like where this is going. Milk, prescription, cheese, prescription, bread, prescription, butter, prescription, corn, prescription, potatoes, prescription, apples, prescription, fish sticks, more pills, tickets to Atlantic Land Park, or Island Park. Now say all of that without pills. addiction, it's not a pretty thing. It's really not a pretty thing at all.
Leave me alone!
Boy. Book. Ah, I see. Oh. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Right, we can't do anything with that. Thank you, William. The new watch is very nice. It has made me happy. The carrot? The carrot? It has made me a happy carrot. Okay. Okay. Why are carrots leaving my child notes? Okay. Oh, the door's open. Lovely, lovely. Okay, I can see why this game was scary. Can I close the door? I'm just gonna go back. Oh boy. This is not good. Books are still good. Knowledge is power. Unless it's this kind of knowledge, in which case it's better left unknown. Oh, this must have been the guy. My two best friends, Dawn and Laura. Your two best friends? Two best friends? Who was the person then? Eh? Oh. A bloody baseball cap. Wait a minute. This actually reminds me of the baseball cap from, the Walking Dead game, Clementine's hat. Neat. That's a nice little Easter egg. Shopping list? You are alone. Oh. Oh. That's not good. That's not good. What's in here? Can I take this? That's bloody, okay. Okay, I am getting creeped out. What? Oh. Shh. Um. Um. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this. I'm really not liking this. Why'd I choose to do this at Well, now 1:30 in the morning. Why did I choose to do this? What's this? Book. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Don Dad cannot. Oh, jeez. That thing's on fire. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh. You know, I'm just gonna keep walking forward. Just gonna keep walking forward. That sounds like a smart idea. Oh. Change of scenery.
Stories are told again and again, and from their shape we build our understanding of the world.
Ooh.
Two children are led into the woods. They are lost for a time, but then are captured by an old witch.
Hansel and
The
Gretel,
child
I know
goes
this
missing
one.
in Atlantic Island Park. He wanders lost for a time before finding his way into the mouth of an old witch. In the oldest version of this story, the mother and the witch were the same person.
Sounds like a shitty
I
mother.
never wanted to be the witch. But I am, aren't I?
Hey, that's a negative view of yourself. You are an amazing person, if a little bit depressing, but amazing nonetheless. After all, I would have turned tail as soon as I noticed that there was a haunted house. Like 10 out of 10, I would turn tail the moment I believed my child lost in the haunted house. So you're an amazing person so far. What? Kid broke in today. It has been so long since I heard laughter, so very long. I took one of them. I couldn't help myself. It was fast. The other one didn't notice. I liked hearing him laugh. This boy from the academy. I put him on a slab. I tickled him until he couldn't breathe. My machines came to life, whirring in time to his gasps and shrieks. I think it's delightful. The change wrought in me by the machines is not yet complete. There must be other children I can lay on my slab. That's not foreboding. So this place runs on children. Are we in Monsters, Inc.? Are we in Monsters, Inc.? Is that what this is? Huh. If laughter is a fuel source, I can only assume this is like the same universe as Monsters, Inc. Book. Hansel and Gretel. Door. Oh, hey, a cutscene.
Callum. Callum!
Oh.
Callum. Callum. Callum!
Well, our child is dead, and we're probably... Oh, those eyes. Those are eyes. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh. Yep. Don't do it. Don't. No, 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 no. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. Ow.
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time.
Like sanity? Like children?
Take a
Hey,
deep
it's that guy.
breath and think about the last place you saw your son.
He was the guy who let us in.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
Huh. Dreamlike state. That's it? That's it? Okay, well. That was a game. An hour and 22 minutes. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so gonna take a moment here, digest all of that. Yeah, no, all of that for literally nothing. On the other hand, I'm glad I only paid $5 for this game as opposed to its actual retail price of like $18. That honestly, that whoever pays $18 for this game is getting ripped off. I'm just saying. Now that being said, all in all, it was a decent game. I'm pretty sure it's more psychological horror than actual like physical blood, gore, spooky, jumpy out. You know? Producer is John Seymour. I feel like I've heard that name before, but I can't place where. Alright, so that was a game. The park. Dun 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 da da dun. Alright, so yeah, well, that's the horror game, that's it. Now, so well, that's all I really that's all I really had planned. I was the description of the game said anywhere from 1 hour to 2 hours. So I was hoping that it would be the latter in 2 hours. Unfortunately, I was wrong, so I have nothing else planned. Now, that being said, I do have plans for tomorrow, and I do have plans for Monday. Now, tomorrow, we will either be playing Jedi Fallen Order, or we will be starting Resident Evil 2. Both of those are some fairly good options. And honestly, if I don't do one on Sunday, then I'll just be doing that one on Monday. So if I don't do Resident Evil 2 on Sunday, I'll be doing it on Monday. Now, Sunday, tomorrow, I will probably start my stream around 2 o'clock, as I have stuff to do around noon. Whereas Monday, we will do our regular streaming at noon. Alright, so, thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're on the YouTube side of things. For the Twitch side of things, thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm glad to have you in stream. And I will see you all tomorrow. Ta-ta for now.